Hi, this is Coach Duke. Welcome to Coach's Corner here on GEUS, and thanks to GEUS for letting us bring this show and letting me share some of these great kids that we have at Greenville High School with all of y'all. And I'm here with another one, and he is this week's Penny Perkins Player of the Week in boys track. And Cam, introduce yourself to our Lion fans.
Hi, my name is Kamron Neal, and I run track and play football.
And a speedy senior, one of our fastest kids in the program, and it's definitely showing up in the track this year. And so let's just kind of jump right into that. We got our district meet coming up, and so, as you're preparing for that, what events are you going to compete in at district this year?
I'm running the 4x1, the 100 and the 200 this week.
And so, right now your 200's been blazing. How are you feeling in the 100?
I feel pretty good. I feel like I can go there and win.
And I mean, like I say, just the 100 is so much about your start, but man, when you get those legs going, there's no catching you bringing home the anchor leg in the 4x1. And so, anyway, excited to see the Lions in action this week. And if you get a chance, we're running at Lovejoy, and so I know sometimes when the show airs, but what's had you off to such a great start this year?
My teammates motivated me, keeping me in check, and yeah.
And putting in that work. I mean, that's part of it. We talk about that all the time. It doesn't matter, how much, natural talent, all those things, man, to be really successful, you got to put in the work. And Cam does it on the track, does it in football, does it in the classroom. And so, let's talk about that. It's a senior year. It's a little bit different this time, coming up with district and all that, knowing that, man, we've got a place to keep going and to keep that career going. So does that feel? How does that feel? It's a little different, I know.
Yeah, it feels like everything's gonna be over. Like it's moving real fast.
I mean, it is. It's flying to the finish line, kind of like when you finish that 4x100. It really is coming. But that added pressure now, where you've got to advance to keep running. And so, is that motivation make you nervous, or kind of somewhere in between?
Some people don't like to admit it, but it makes me nervous.
It does. I mean, pressure. There's pressure involved in sports, and a false start, all those kind of things. And so your mental focus and all of that, it's obviously it's a speed thing to be a sprinter, but, the mental focus to time your start and to get out, all of those things that go into it. And so keep doing what you're doing, because so far this year it's been successful, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. But we talk about that. I know we said, senior year, prom, graduation, a lot of those kind of things coming up. But what about plans next year? I know you still maybe kind of open on your recruiting.
Yes, I'm still open on my recruiting. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but
you're gonna go. And so I know, and we talked about it, there's still some football options and track options, and sometimes finding that school that's going to get the best of both worlds. If you want a great athlete, fast, good student, good kid, man, you better come and grab this one. And so continue to work on the track, all of those things. And so just give me a little outside prediction right now. We're just talking to family here, right, producer Matt? And so just, how do you think you're going to do in all your events? And can we expect to see you at areas next week?
Yes, you should expect to see me in area. I feel like I'm going to get first in everything.
That's how we do it right there. And so we will be running. That's another week from now. And so you'll have another chance, guarantee you, to catch all the Lions in action at Princeton. So it's close to home. And that information will be coming out for all our track fans. But, man, come out and watch the kids, support the Lions, and great young man right here. So, Cam, let's back off of sports for a little bit here so we kind of wrap up. And what else? Let's kind of, share a favorite teacher. I know you've been on the show with football and those kind of things, but let's give a shout out to a favorite teacher or a class, somebody in the building.
I'm about to say Coach Crumpton.
Coach Crumpton, good, does a great job, great science teacher and coach and all that. Appreciate him. And so if you're out, you and the track team, or you and the fellas, or if y'all like to hang out, what's a great spot if y'all like to go eat somewhere in Greenville?
We're going to Chick-fil-A.
Oh man, Chick-fil-A. Everybody seems to like Chick-fil-A. That line's always wrapped up around the store, so they must be doing something right. All right, Cam, you know how we wrap the show up. You've been on this a lot of times in your career as an athlete, and so let the Lion fans know, are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
I'm a fist bumper.
Fist bumper, you already know. If you see Cam out in the community running somewhere, you better be in a hurry to catch him. If you give him a fist bump, he's got a bright future and he's a great kid.
For more than a year now, the GEUS Roundup program has helped neighbors in need by you giving just a little. We still need your help to help those who need it, and there are 3 ways you can choose to participate. 1. Commit to rounding up your bill to the nearest dollar and donating 1 cent to 99 cents per month. 2. Choose a recurring set amount contribution. 3. Choose a one-time set amount contribution. The GEUS Roundup program is easy to participate in and has the ability to make a huge impact on someone else in our community. Your ability to help is the only thing that matters.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner here on GEUS, and here I am with this week's Penny Perkins Player of the Week for baseball. Easton, introduce yourself to our Lion fans.
Hello, I'm Easton Slagle. I play outfield.
Outfielder, just a sophomore, right, on the varsity, and so obviously, you didn't just wake up being ready to play on varsity. So how long have you been playing baseball? I mean, do you even remember?
Basically all my life, since I was like 3.
All your life. So yeah, so when the bat was as big as you just kind of dragging the bat around the yard and then trying to hit things with it. That's how you start out though. So where all have you played? You played youth league, select, kind of, what all teams have you played with?
Mostly select.
Mostly select, Well, that's said with a pretty confident little mostly select, right? But no, I get it. That's kind of how you get the exposure and get to play a lot. And, how many weekends a year do you think, like outside of school, do you probably play? You're pretty busy, right?
Probably every week.
Probably every week. And so, well, then let's do a shout out right now to family, friends, whoever's out there watching. Somebody's been taking you to all those games and practices, and so give a shout out to the family. I
want to thank my dad for making me get into baseball and teaching me everything, and my mom
he kind of likes baseball a little bit, so that's part,
for helping me do everything.
Yep, and then any other cheerleaders? I hear a cheering section there when you step up to bat. So,
my grandma, my grandpa.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what we love about it. I mean, it is a family thing. Everybody gets to come here and support our Lions, and so, well, let's talk about that. This year, we play in a tough district, a lot of tough competition, but man, we're really picking it up right now. And how do you feel right now? We've got a open date this week, but as we get back going. How do you feel like the rest of the season is going to go?
I feel like we're good. We had to go through the top 3 teams, so now we got to go beat Sherman and Denison and Princeton.
That's right, and this show sometimes may be a week late, but we're back in action this week. I know we're Tuesday, Friday scheduled, and so either home or away, man, y'all get a chance to come out and see the Lions and cheer us on. Doing a lot of great things out there. Got a lot of young players on the team, and so kind of got a good mix of some of our older players and some young, several sophomores on the varsity. So we're looking for great things to continue going. But let's back up out of baseball just for a little bit. How about a favorite teacher in the building, favorite class? Let's give a shout out to somebody.
Coach Jarvis.
Coach Jarvis out there. That's what class?
Political science.
Political science right there in our social studies department, and also a coach. And so how about then, what about something else? Let's say, let's go just real simple stuff. Let's go just favorite food to eat. What's your favorite thing in the world to eat?
Cereal.
Cereal, that's pretty low maintenance right there. That's a good answer. So, late night, early in the morning, you can't go wrong with it. I get that totally right there. Is there a favorite type of cereal or just whatever's there?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms, there you go. Well, good. So right now we're going to put some Lucky Charms on you coming up for the game. I know we got a home game tonight, and then we're following up on Friday. And so, we need a real big performance tonight. And so how about, so you're playing in the outfield, pitching a little bit too, correct?
Pitching.
Playing all, I know I kind of keep track of y'all a little bit. And so what's more nervous then, being on the mound or when you're in the batter's box? What pitching or hitting? Which one is kind of more nervous?
Definitely on the mound.
Definitely on the mound. Kind of all eyes are on the pitcher. And you might mess around and throw it over the backstop. Anything crazy could happen, and everybody's going to be, anyway. No, it's a lot of pressure, and it takes a lot of focus. And so, all right, how about an easy pop-up fly ball or a line drive that you've got to try to chase? Which one is more nerve-wracking?
Line drive.
Line drive, it's in the gap or something, you got to go. But, man, I'm telling you right now, the slow pop-up that's just hanging and you got to wait on it, those are easy.
It's pretty easy for me.
Pretty easy, right? That's what you practice for. And so takes a lot of work, takes a lot of play, and all of those kind of things that you put in. And so, what about outside of baseball? Something else that you enjoy doing, or a hobby, or something?
I enjoy going to the batting cages.
Going to the batting cages, and well, there you go. I mean, so I guess it's still baseball related. That's where we're just going to stay. And man, it takes that much work. If you want to be the player of the week, you don't understand. It takes more than just some talent. It takes a lot of work and a lot of practice that's put in. And thanks again to all of our parents that help and all of our families that put in so much to give you all this opportunity. All right, so. Sophomore year, we know we've got 2 more years coming up, and so, a lot of good things that we're looking forward to. But what about if you and the team, you and your friends, if y'all are just hanging out, what's like a place that y'all might want to be? Like y'all want to go hang out or eat in Greenville, what's a good spot?
Brahms.
Go to Brahms right there. You can't go wrong. Get you a burger, get you a milkshake or something. I mean, there's happiness all around at Brahms. I'm going to agree with that right there. Okay, last thing, this is how we always finish up. Are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
Fist bumper.
Fist bumper all the way. If you see Easton out there, you're not going to see him doing anything other than baseball, evidently, but if you see him out there playing baseball at the batting cages or just being a great kid all around Greenville, you give him a fist bump.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner, and I am here with Penny Perkins, State Farm Softball Player of the Week. And so, Avery, introduce yourself to our Lion fans.
I'm Avery Wilkinson, and I'm the third baseman.
Third baseman for our varsity Lion softball, and so, they call that the hot corner or the something. I mean, you get a lot of, how tight up to the bag do you play? I mean, are you ready for that action?
Yeah, so I'm like almost to where the pitcher stands, so it's quite a...
If you trust the glove, then there's nothing to fear there. Now, I would back up a little bit more like edge of the grass, but I know how those balls get down there in a hurry, and so, but anyway, so you didn't just wake up being good at softball. How long have you been playing? Is it something you've done a long time, or?
Yes, I've been playing since I was 4, so.
4 years old, and so so I'm barely able to walk at 4. I don't even know what I'm but you just started kind of playing at home or just playing around, and then got on some little league teams.
So I just picked up a softball because my brother plays baseball, and so my dad just taught me softball. So.
That's right. Jump right in there and play, and that's what we love, man. It is a family thing in Greenville. It's such a great thing that all of our kids get to grow up here and play at Greenville High School. And so, where did you start playing? Like in the youth leagues or select teams, or where all did you play?
I've played select all my life.
Okay, and so kind of teams around the area, or?
I've played, just mainly in Dallas, and I've been playing in Rockwall.
What team? You give a shout out.
I've been playing for the Bombers.
Hey, Bombers, good. Shout out to Bombers right there. Y'all got a good little third baseman. I know that'll step up close. And anyway, so how about other than softball? Well, before we get there, we always talk about it. All the practices and all the games and all that. Let's give a shout out to some family members. I know they've been taking you to games and practices and cheering at the games, and so let's give a family shout out.
Definitely my dad for coming, because he's been my number one supporter for all my life, and also my mom. So
good, right there. And so, man, that baseball, softball thing, that's a fun family thing that y'all will have, and so that's a fun thing. How about then, let's say maybe other than softball, like a favorite teacher, favorite class at the high school?
Definitely my science class.
What teacher is that?
I have Coach Haley.
Coach Haley right there, okay, and so shout out Coach Haley, I think is out on maternity leave. Hey, congratulations, got a new little lion in the house, and so, but anyway, science class, good. What about outside of softball? I know you're involved in some other things. What else you got going on?
So I do powerlifting and FFA.
powerlifting and FFA. And so we've talked about this before. Producer Matt will tell you, do you think that there's a thing as country strong? There is a thing as country strong. I mean, it does. When you put together it's a thing. And so be proud of that, though. But no, FFA, a great program, Ms. Thompson and everybody out there. And so I know that's a great program with so many of our students involved in it. And so do you show animals or judge animals or what all do you do?
I do mainly all the quizzes over like history of FFA and some wool judging.
Oh, so it's not just showing up and being able to, I don't know the animals and stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Yes.
You know, my daughter has done a little bit of ag, and so it's a great program. And but Country Strong is a thing. We're not going to get away from that. And so, but anyway, so powerlifting, softball, FFA, school activities, all of those kind of things that you got going on. How about then just some random things? This will be fun. And how about if we pushed play on your music on your phone right now? What do you think is going to play right now?
Oh my gosh, definitely probably I don't know, mainly country music. So
mainly country music,
like Zach Bryan.
Good. Well, I mean, again, we're going with the whole ag and country strong right there, and a little country. I mean, we are from Greenville, so that all makes sense. No, that's fun. I have no idea what's on mine. I still don't even have the free, I have commercials on all of my things, and so I don't really know how to work those very well, but I like to find out what everybody has on their music list. Kind of a fun thing. Favorite food?
Favorite food? I'd say chicken strips.
Chicken strips right there. Well, that's keeping it fairly simple right there. That's low maintenance. And so what about if you and your softball friends or just general friends, where's a spot that y'all like to hang out in Greenville?
Definitely Panera.
Definitely Panera right there. Now that's a little more high maintenance, I can tell you that right now. It's a great place, though, got good food there, and you can go and hang out evidently, and so that's a good place. All right, so just a junior. I know we've got, into the season, tough district that we play in. I mean, it's tough competition every week, and so, how do you kind of keep on? Sometimes things are, it's tough, and the challenge, we know every week, we're going to go up against a good team, and so how do you, just stay focused and keep working to get better?
I just go with it. I just play how I know how to play, and I do my part in the job. So. And
that's the only way to get better. I mean, and it takes a level of commitment and a level of, to keep working, keep practicing, and know you're a junior, you've got another year to go, and so I know we want to finish up the year strong. Good luck on the rest of the games this year. Good luck with all those things, the other things that you have going on, and looking forward to next year, and y'all keep putting in the work, and the results are come. We know that's the only way that you get better at anything, and so whether that's FFA, powerlifting, all of those kind of things. And so, I know you're involved in a lot of things and all of that. Future plans yet? I know it's still a little early, but have you kind of thought about it?
Yes, so I'm planning on going to TJC and hopefully play softball out of college.
Good.
And go to a nursing school.
Oh, great. Look at there. Good. Look at there.
Yeah.
Giving back to the community and the health profession right there. And, the softball, you got a whole nother year to keep working on that. And those options, all those options you'll have a chance to consider next year. And so, I plan on being back here again next softball season. We'll be talking about those things and finish up the year strong. Good luck on all of that. And so, how we finish up around here? Are you a fist bumper or a high fiver?
Definitely fist bumper.
Fist bump. Okay. If you see her out in the community, out at Chick-fil-A, out at Panera, playing softball, doing ag stuff, you're a fist bump.
Serving the people of Greenville is what we do. At GEUS, community involvement, volunteering, giving back through sponsorships, and providing hometown service with world-class reliability are just a few of our priorities. Being a locally owned public power utility means we are your family, friends, and neighbors. Community involvement and giving is easy when you are serving your hometown. Nationally recognized reliability and service, owned by those we serve for over 130 years.
Welcome back. Here I am with Penny Perkins, State Farm Softball Player of the Week. And Kaitlyn, introduce yourself to our Lion fans.
My name is Kaitlyn Whitten, and I'm the catcher.
Playing catcher right there. What other positions have you played? Have you been all around the field or mainly just catching?
First,
little first base, little but catcher holding it down back there behind the plate. And so, how does that, let's kind of talk about that. There's a lot of work behind the plate in terms of, calling pitches and locations and all signs and kind of what all goes into that before that pitch is thrown.
Honestly, you just kind of have to read the batter. And I talk to the pitcher a lot and see like how she's feeling and what she wants to throw and stuff. So, yeah.
And good. And then just kind of work it from there. And so being behind the plate, I know you're real involved in the game and all of that. Do you think that helps you like as a hitter? Because you're up there, you see a lot of things. Do you think that helps as a hitter?
Yeah, I would say it does. Kind of watching all the batters go up there and see how, like how fast the pitcher is, they scoot back and stuff. Just kind of reading them.
All of that, you see a lot of action. You see a lot of pitches right there. And so that's just kind of curious. I played a little, never played behind the plate right there. Seems like there's a lot of action, if you got all those pads on, then to me it seems like it must be a dangerous position. I just believe that, Matt. It makes sense, right? If you put on all that extra equipment then, anyway, so it's position, toughness, all those kind of things though. But have you always been a catcher, and how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was about 4 or 5 years old. I started off in T-ball, and I've only been catcher for about 2 years now.
Okay, so, but playing since you're about 4 or 5, that's a lot. What about any, city league teams? What about any select teams? Kind of who all have you played with?
I started off at the sports park.
Yeah, right here, good. That's where we all started. I love it out there playing at home. What about any other teams that you played with, or just here in Greenville?
Just here in Greenville.
Good, and so good. Homegrown player, came all the way up through our youth sports, and now out there being our player of the week on the softball team. And so putting in the work, man, that's what it takes in any sport. And so, well, let's give a shout out to some family, who's all at the game and cheering for you.
I want to shout out to my mom and dad for always supporting me and showing up to every single game and never missing one.
There you go, right there, and that's thanks to all of our parents. All the practices, all the games, showing up, cheering them on. It's really cold when softball season starts too. So those are parents that are outdoor sport parents. They got to put in a little extra work, I believe. And so, but all right. So just your junior year. No, we still got a ways to go. And so, how do you think? Have you just kind of taken up catching recently? What's kind of helped you to kind of get to this level and where you're playing at this high of a level?
I'd say what's helped me is my teammates always supporting me, and if I make a mistake, they're right there to pick me back up. So.
And it is baseball and softball. They're games of making mistakes. If you get maybe one hit a game, that's doing pretty good. And so mentally, that's a mental toughness thing that for y'all to keep working through. And last time up, I may have gotten out, but I'm back in the batter's box with another chance. So that mental toughness that's required in baseball and softball. Very impressive to watch y'all. And so, okay, then from behind the plate, let's say what is a more difficult play or maybe more nerve-wracking? If there's a bunt right in front that you got to jump, or maybe like a little pop-up behind you.
Definitely a bunt.
A bunt. Just so what's your kind of process? They've laid down a bunt right there in front of you, and so what do you got to do?
Well, it's just really me and first base and third, and whoever gets there first. So, yeah.
And so jumping out, recognizing it, jumping out, making the throw. Have you ever hit somebody that was running down the first? No, I'm just saying, but have you ever hit somebody running down? I guess
Yes.
Well, they're kind of right in the way. I was just wondering that. And so, did they get free on first base because of that? To me,
I've never hit
like
them.
Kickball. If you hit them with the ball, I think they should be out. I just think that's part of it.
I've never hit a girl running to first, but I have to third.
Oh, okay. Well, that's. Again, if they're trying to get back to third base, then I guess they better hurry up. If you're coming up slinging, I suggest they get out of the way. And so, what about that? Have you developed? Because that takes some arm strength. If you got somebody stealing second, what's your confidence level of if you get it clean of throwing out somebody trying to steal base?
I would definitely say like being catcher for like your very first time is really nerve-wracking, especially on varsity. But I've definitely had a lot more confidence since then, so.
Good. That's what it takes. Just keep out there, keep plugging, doing the things y'all are doing. And again, everybody that, I talk about that with our sports a lot, where we are, the districts that we play in, every week is a challenge. And so I know kind of as the season's winding down, keep battling, keep playing, all of those kind of things to get better. But not to jump all the way out of softball yet though, but what's other things that you're involved in at the school?
Powerlifting.
Good powerlifting right there, and so, you think that's a good carryover, kind of, the powerlifting and softball and catching and just kind of, because powerlifting, that takes a lot as well, there's, are you lifting before school, after school, y'all do a lot of those things, kind of talk about powerlifting.
We do. We get here before school starts early in the morning, and then what we don't finish, we do after school. So, yeah, you stay pretty busy.
You stay pretty busy right there, and that's what we love about Greenville. You get an opportunity to be involved in so many different things, and so have we given a shout out to a favorite teacher, a favorite class yet?
No, but my favorite teacher is definitely Coach James.
Coach James, good. What class is that?
Principles of Education.
Good, okay, and that's a great, he's in the, this our CTE program and all that. I know he does a great job in the classroom, and that's a great program. I know that students can get in, and maybe future teachers, and a lot of things like that. And so may see you out there coaching some catchers one of these days. You just never know. What about?
Never know.
You're just a junior though, but do you have any plans yet?
After high school, I do plan to go to college. Maybe tech. That's where me and my best friend are talking about going together. So we'll see what happens.
I know a lot of Greenville students have gone out to Lubbock, gone to tech, and so it's a great school, and I know they have a good time going out there. But we got a long way before there. We're not trying to kick you out just yet. So let's shoot through just a couple of other just random favorite things. Do you have like a favorite show or series or something that you just watch all of them?
The Walking Dead.
Oh, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is really good. It's a really good show right there. I think it was better when it first started, kind of. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm not going to get into that right there, but it's a great show, though, really good. We watch that. And so, what about a favorite food? If you just eat anything?
Chicken. I love chicken.
I mean, who doesn't love chicken right there? I mean, we are in Greenville, and we understand that there's some country things that go with it, and so you have a favorite chicken spot in Greenville?
No, I just love chicken.
Just love chicken anywhere. We have Chicken Express. We just got a lot of good chicken in Greenville, and so what about, all right, playlist. If we're going to push your phone or wherever you have your music, what's going to play right now?
Country music.
Country music right there, and so if you're ever in a country music frame of mind, then we know where to check. Come out and visit the softball team and watch them practice, and maybe listen to some country music while you're out there too. I don't know, but what else? As we're going through the spring and all that, what about summer plans? Are you playing any softball with teams? Are you working, or what you got going on?
No, I just plan on hanging out with the softball team off the field and just learning and growing together. So.
Yeah, enjoy it, because it is going to fly by. When we talk to the seniors, you're going to be, next thing you know, it's going to be your senior night and all those things. And so got a lot of great things to look forward to. Keep working, keep improving, and, we enjoy watching y'all, and, we're looking forward to the rest of this year and then your senior year, all those things going on. And so if y'all are just out, hanging out, you and your friends, softball, where are y'all likely to be?
Panera.
Oh, at Panera right there. I've heard Panera's a pretty good spot, maybe popular with the softball team, and so good food there, another great local spot, so shout out to Panera. And so this is how we finish up, Kaitlyn. Are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
Fist bumper.
Fist bumper right there. So if y'all see Kaitlyn out in the community eating chicken anywhere, evidently, or at Panera playing softball, catching, just being a great kid in the community, you give her a fist bump.
This video has been brought to you by GEUS. GEUS is your community-owned provider for electric, internet, cable TV, and true local programming.